Hi there, seamsters. It's your sewing Sherpa Shana, and I am wrapping up this summer by thinking about all of the things we've done this last year at the studio. I've pulled together all of the projects that we've learned together since last year: the kimono, the kaftan, the pull-on pants, the pullover shirts, the bias slip dress, zafu, zabuton. Placemats, everything. We've done a lot this year, but I also realized that there's one thing we haven't done very much of, and it's one thing that everyone, almost everyone, who takes a stitch by stitch class says that they're interested in, and that is upcycling. Almost everyone who takes the class is like, I want to learn how to, go thrift shopping, find something that's really cool and turn it into something else or make it fit me. And you know, I've done a lot of that in my life. That's basically how I started. But as a classically trained pattern maker, I sometimes have trouble letting go of the rules. I'll look at something, I'll be like, that's going to be very difficult for you to change into something that's going to work. So anyhow, I was speaking to Josie about this. Now, Josie's a lovely young woman who I met before the pandemic. She actually came in to help me when I was setting up Knack Sewing before the pandemic shut it all back down. And during that time, she has opened up her own upcycling business. She basically thrifts and remakes and sells on her own website and on other websites. And she loves upcycling. And anyways, I was telling her, I'd really like to bring in some upcycling classes. And immediately she jumps on it. She starts reaching out to people who are like big deals out there. I don't know the upcycling community probably as well as I should. I'm busy, doing regular stuff here at the studio. So she got a hold of a couple of really amazing upcycling artists who also have their own online businesses. And she has developed a class for herself too. So these great artists aren't classically trained. They are pulling themselves up by their bootstraps, as you would say, but they don't have the same sort of walls that I have built around how things are done right and wrong. Instead, they're taking these things that people have given them or that they've thrifted, and they're just imagining a new future for them. And these talented souls have accepted the invitation to teach a couple of classes here, workshops here at the studio. So I'm super excited to have them in here. First, we're going to have Frisbee at the end of the month. He is a talented gentleman from Phoenix, Arizona, and he's famous for his bucket hats with magnetic bunny ears, and he makes them from scraps of fabric, and he's going to teach you how to do that. And he has a lot of other things he does with his upcycling, and he said he'd be open to you picking his brains while he's here. He's going to come down for one day, Sunday the 27th. It's an all-day workshop, and I'm super excited to have him here. It's a very competent human being, as well as fun, as well as interesting, as well as talented. So then Josie is going to have her own little mini workshops, and I think we're going to kind of roll one or two in a month on a regular basis, because she has earned her stripes the hard way, just cutting things up and seeing if it'll work, and I think she will bring a lot of joy to your upcycling endeavors. Her classes are little 3-hour snippets, and her first one she's going to be doing twin sets. So anyways, I also am going to get on this upcycling bandwagon, but I don't know that I will be teaching any upcycling classes. I'm just going to maybe put out one or two tutorial videos on some styles that are pretty popular out there that you can refit fairly easily. Like I want to go into the more technical end of upcycling, where you go in and you find that giant dress, and how do you make that giant dress work for you? You go out and find those giant pants, and can you make those giant pants work for you? So we're going to bring a little bit more of the upcycling flavor into the next studio, and we look forward to seeing you here for our workshops, meet our new instructors, and have some fun. Keep on sewing.